Hi guys, hope everybody is doing great. So today's lesson is going to be a discussion on the thoracic vertebrae, and this forms a set, the second set of bones of the vertebral column that we had mentioned, which forms a range of bones for the cervical vertebrae, the thoracic vertebrae, the lumbar vertebrae, the sacrum, and the coccyx. Of course, this is a set of bones which we said are 12 in number in man. And then, of course, they articulate with the ribs, which are the part of the thoracic cavity, which I'm illustrating on the board. So therefore, we're going to see that these bones display a range of characteristics, among them which is that they consist of a long neurospine, which of course we had mentioned that can be referred to as a spinous process in some of the literature, which I'm showing on the board at this specific point. So if you come across this specific set of characteristic, then it's contained on this part of the cervical the vertebral column that is referred to as the thoracic vertebrae. And then next we're going to see that they have a large centrum, which basically in some literature we said that it's referred to as a body, so therefore it's going to contain large centrum as illustrated. The next we're going to see that they normally contain or consist of the thoracic vertebrae bones consist of a short transverse processes, and as we can see there are some which were consisting of broad and wing-like vertebrae. Now in this case we're going to see that these ones are going to be short ones, and they articulate to the ribs at two specific points, which we're going to call the lower and upper facets, or sometimes the capitulum and the tuberculum. And some of the bones which we're going to see, of course, I'm going to give an illustration for that when I'm going to find a suitable illustration. But in this case, we can see that in this specific labeling, we have transverse costal facets, the superior costal facets, and then we're going to have other which are mentioned, of course, using these specific terms. Now I'm going to use this one, a different illustration, in order to drive that point of this specific labeling, as I've been doing for other videos. Now, one of the characteristics of this specific set of bones is that they have a long neurospine that we said being referred to as a spinous process. Now, apart from articulation or perhaps apart from attachment of back muscles for this specific part of the vertebral column, we're going to see also that it provides protection for the spinal cord that is housed in this particular vertebral foramina, and we are going also to see that it provides some of the services, or rather for the I talked about the concept of sympathetic nerves in our previous, but in this particular case for the thoracic vertebrae, we're going to see that it's going to provide a branching, the concept of a branching for the spinal nerves which are found around this region. And of course, we had mentioned that the concept of this foramina, which are basically allowances, allow for the passage of nerves, the arteries and veins, which are going to nourish some of the muscles and organs or other parts which are found around this specific region of the thoracic cavity. So in this case, those are some of the characteristics of the thoracic vertebrae. And as I've mentioned, of course, in a nutshell, we have said that they have a long spine, large centrum, and then a short transverse processes which are given earlier. And this long spinal, this particular a long neurospine is for attachment of muscles, and apart from, of course, protecting the spinal cord and the branching of the nerves, which I have mentioned lastly. So in this case, I hope that this is going to give us a way for us to appreciate and discuss the concept of the lumbar vertebrae, and try to see some of the characteristics. Of course, as we can be able to see from this, there's a range of physical characteristics which we can be able to see, but that is going to be more broader as we're going to discuss about the concept of lumbar vertebrae. So that is it for today. Let's catch up in our next video. God bless you.